serving to start, 11-4 in singles this year. And with the deep serve, forces one to go long. Kim strikes first.
And you can see Kim, he'll step around his backhand, although his backhand is very strong. A power player from Korea, excellent footwork. Koyo likes to take the ball off the bounce.
Speaking of Koyo, 8th round draft pick of the Revolution back in 2023. This Revolution team, they lost to the Chicago Wind yesterday and fell in the season opener on Friday to the New York Slice. A battle between the backhands.
Yeah, and you can see Koyo quickly jumping on so many of the balls off the bounce. If Kim can get back, he'll have enough time to really put some sustained attacks on Koyo. That serves a little high, but he got lucky. That ball caught the top of the net. Koyo goes long.
Kim had a sweep win yesterday, beating Wenchong Tao 3-0. That was at the 3-single spot, so the decision for Coach Lily Rose to move Kim up from 3 singles yesterday to 1 singles, what do you think went into that?
Just how well he's been playing. I mean, if you get a sweep anytime, that confidence, that momentum will translate into the coach's selections. And look at that forehand. I mean, that's just blistering down the line. It's not an easy ball to counterattack, but Kim, full of confidence. Look at his 6-1 lead right out of the gate.
Yeah, some of his strengths, the power that he wields on both wings, and likes to go for a lot. Not at his best, though, when he's pushed off the table. You got to credit Koyo's depth there, moving him outside the baseline.
Excellent point, Brian. Anytime Koyo gets that first off-the-bounce attack, he gets it deep, and that was a beautiful deep serve to back Koyo off the table. That's how you deal with people who take the ball off the bounce. Shove them as far back as possible.
Paddlers, surprisingly, they lost yesterday, and that came after they had beaten the Chicago Wind 16-5 back on Friday. It was a surprise loss.
Yeah, and we've seen the Golden Games this weekend here in Chicago go back and forth, and Paddlers had a lead. They also trailed, so anytime in a Golden Game after you make up that difference from the singles and doubles play, the deficit, you realize that it's just going to come down to those final points. And clearly, Portland would have liked to have gotten a W, but got to fully credit their opponent.
Couple of shots missing the table for Kim, bringing Koyo back into this. Paddlers out of the West Division, down their top player, arguably, in Dong-Soo Kwong, who coming into this weekend was #1 in the power rankings, and there's some big power from the native of South Korea, moving closer to the finish line. Each one of these 3 games is a race to 11. You don't have to win by 2.
And you can just see Koyo hanging up right along the edge of the table, taking everything quick, sending Kim to the backcourt. Nice positioning, just moving the ball around, but giving Kim no time to breathe.
That loss yesterday for the Paddlers was against the New York Slice. We'll see them coming up later on this afternoon, taking on the home team Chicago Winds. Koyo has tied things up. He has never led in this first game, but he's a point away from doing that after a slow start.
And just look at how the points are transpiring right now. Koyo on the offensive, Kim on his heels off the table. See if he can change things with his serve. Net serve.
Let's 8-0.
Returns into the net off the forehand touch.
Kim doing a nice job of mixing up the position on the serve, changing the spin, not giving Koyo anything to flip.
It's the first time these two have ever faced off in MLTT history. 2 errant returns, and that's going to give Kim opportunities to put the finishing touches on the first game.
It just looked like Koyo was in between. Do I really play aggressively or do I play it safe? And he did a little of each, put it in the net.
Three straight points from Kim to close out that first game, and launches a forehand that won't be coming back. Kim with a sweep win yesterday, picking up right where he left off, as the first point between these teams goes to Kim and the Paddlers.
In women's singles too.
Which is going to be our next match. Speaking of that, with Guo facing off against Amoda. They played twice last year, and Amoda won both of those.
0-2.
Koyo, after the sluggish start to the first game, optimal to begin game 2.
Let's 0-2.
Oh, a lot of power by Koyo. Again, over the table is where he shines the brightest, both on off the bounce, but here, check this out. Just driving through the ball, stepping into it well. Serves giving him a lot of trouble.
3-1.
Kim mixing it up, especially taking some of the side spin off the ball, forcing Koyo to try to make up his mind of what he's going to do with the ball.
A Revolution were the last team to have their season debut. They had to wait the first 3 weeks while everybody else was playing. Now it's week 4. They're playing, and Koyo is playing well, winning 4 of the first 5 games, or 4 of the first 5 points in this second game.
Oh, beautiful serve.
1-5.
Perfect depth on the serve. As Kim goes to loop it, that ball would bounce twice on the table. You got to hit off the first one. But you can see how short it is, not giving Kim any room to swing through it.
Half long on the serve. That does the damage, as does the Kim forehand as he steps in with vengeance and interest and rips one past the forehand of Koyo.
That ball nets and goes out, but you could see Kim had a clear plan, back Koyo up, go for the big forehand, just could not get it over the table without touching the top of the net.
Revolution will be playing back-to-back weeks. They'll be week 5 in Westchester. Koyo wins a furious display with hard-hit, pace-filled topspins exchanged.
I mean, that is just so quick off the bounce. No time to prepare. Kim barely finishing the last stroke as that ball goes by him.
For Kim, he hasn't dropped a game in singles since Friday. Friday, he took on Chicagoans Robert Gardosh and went 1-2. 1 game won, 2 games lost. Then the sweep win yesterday, winning all 3. What does he have to do here to keep that streak going?
It's really keep the ball deep, because anything short, Koyo is jumping on. He's found his rhythm. He's moving the ball around really well. The big forehand is going to be Kim's biggest weapon, but he can't afford to open up soft or slow. He's got to keep it deep on the table to stop this counterattacks off the bounce. That was a nice deep ball as well. Just look to see if it lands in that back 1/3 of the table. There's not much room to work with.
Backhand goes into the middle, handcuffing Koyo, who skies one off the table. Kim within 2, 6 serving 8. And
you
is
can
a powerful position for him.
Deep serve, backs Koyo up.
7,
Koyo really can't put any pressure on him. And then here comes the forehand of Kim. Koyo
9-7.
defended that shot to the middle very well, playing his forehand to keep it in play, and then just had that extra topspin. You could see the ball jump, surprised Kim.
Down both of their draft picks, the Princeton Revolution this week, but they've got a core in place, including Koyo, and he is desperately looking to cling on to this lead.
Just overcooked it, tried to put more on it than he needed. He just needs to get that first attack going to get the upper hand in the off-the-bounce counterattacks. Kim doing a nice job of selecting when he goes for his big forehand. Let's see if he goes for a deep serve again.
Game points coming
9-10.
for Kanamitsu after Kim's fiery forehand misses the mark. Kim closed out the first game winning the final 3 points. Now he's up against it in game 2.
Twice in a row, the deep
10-0.
serve to nullify Koyo's speed, and we are presented and treated with a great golden point here.
Golden point, single sudden death point when it's 10-all. Next point 1 will give you the game. Koyo holds on, winning the furious backhand exchange with a little bit more injection of pace into the body, attacking the corner. Koyo took an early lead in game 2 and finished strong to make it 1 game apiece. Fast action backhand into the body of Kim there with frustration.
Kim doing a nice job, short serve, getting the first opportunity to attack deep into Koyo's backhand. Now, Brian, I think if they do get into those extended backhand exchanges, it is going to favor Koyo. It's just quicker off the bounce, maybe riskier, but the ball's going to go over much lower and faster.
Also changing up the targets on the serve, different locations to mix things up and show that variety. And this is as good as you'd like if you're Kim. 3 love to begin the final game.
Koyo very patient, waiting for that first ball to come off the end of the table before he makes the opening loop. Nice job into the backhand with some speed. Kim forced to play defense.
Started out with backhands, then a forehand, forcing Kim to play defense as he gets to the runaround, pivoting into that backhand corner.
You can just feel the confidence with Koyo sending Kim off the table with a series of great attacks. Nice drop shot on the serve return.
3-0.
After dropping the first 3 points, Koyo storming back and winning the successive 3 for 3-all.
That push is just too high by Koyo. Kim's going to have no difficulty stepping in for that ball, playing his favorite shot. Devastating forehand loop cross court by Kim.
Limitless power from Kim as well. And you can find that on both wings.
5-3, change stop.
Players will change ends here once one player has reached 5 in the third and final game. Oh, that was a nice redirection by Kim, going short to the forehand on the serve, and then Koyo, as he wanted to cover his backhand, Kim takes it right back down the line, kind of flat-footing him.
A wrong-footed shot,
Yep.
if you will. It's been a series of runs here, 3-0, 3-0, and now 4 straight in this third game for Kim, who guesses right on the serve. Big wind-up, attacking those corners to get the pop-up and the forced error.
Koyo really taking it upon himself to be more aggressive right now. His backhand's his favorite shot, but watch him step around to deliver that very strong forehand attack. And that's the backhand that we know from Koyo Kanamitsu. Off the bounce, quick,
Timeout, Paddlers.
goes cross-court, forces the backhand-to-backhand exchanges, and he just dials up the speed, making it very tough to keep the ball low.
More cross-court.
And that's what Coach Christian was pointing out, especially in the backhand-to-backhand exchanges. But this is where Koyo wants to be. If they just stay on that backhand side, he's completely comfortable. It's Kim's forehand that's been the point decider for Paddlers.
It's our second tie of this third game and first since 3-all. Koyo has his first lead in game 3.
And again, tactically, he's getting into these backhand-to-backhand exchanges. During that timeout, the Paddlers reminded Kim, try to play that ball down the line, get out of the backhand-to-backhand exchanges. Of course, he can go to the middle, but you know Koyo's going to step over and try to keep those backhands coming. Wow.
8-0.
Kim went into Koyo's strength and survived.
Koyo did not play singles on Friday. Did play singles yesterday, where he did not win a single game. He's won a game here in game number 2 on Sunday.
What a smart combination there. Short to the forehand. Koyo steps over, then back to the forehand, and then finds the open wide backhand angle. Perfect tactics for the Paddlers.
Game points for Kim.
And we've seen Koyo have issues with these short serves to the forehand. He's netted about three of them already. He's going to need to take both points on his serve to force a golden point.
He's a point away from forcing that golden point. Injection of pace, a real difference maker there. After 3 ties and 2 lead changes, it's Kim closing out game number 3. Coughed up the lead late, 8-7, but then finishes strong, taking that third game 11-9, and it's 2-1 in the overall team tally. Paddlers in front. To 2 singles we go, with Omoda and Guo to come from Chicago.